Hello YouTube, welcome back for another deck profile video and not just an ordinary deck profile video. Today I went to a Treasure Cup tournament with 42 players and I was able to claim the 7th spot going X1 with Swiss rounds of 5. And I've decided to play with Bonney because it's a very good, strong, solid deck. It has some cons like auto loss against many black decks and a strong Russia that goes too fast white. But for all, this is a strong, solid deck. I was happy with the build I went today because last Tuesday I also went to another Treasure Cup tournament of 21 players. But unfortunately, with the previous build I had first with Bonney, I went 2-2. Let's see, winning against Vegapunk and let's see if I can remember it. And then Green Yellow Yamato. And both losses came against Suru because of the many bricks in hand and encountering Lucia in the third round. But today we're going to talk about this build and without further ado, let's start with it. So, of course, the leader with 5k power with 5 life with the ability once per turn during your opponent's attack, you can rest one of your active dons and then you can rest your opponent's leader or an active character to rest. So this deck is pretty much very strong by turtling, so very defensive and also knows very strong starve game. So now with the main deck. First with the 1-drop, we have here 4, let me shove it a bit lower, 4 Jubilee Bunnies. Just amazing searcher. It can search our own name, so you're able to search other Bunny characters if you play in the deck, but you're gonna have more Bunnies in the deck. I'm going to show you later why, but this is some amazing cards. If it just in the first turn, play this, treat on turn, flip search something and swing for 6 and you have a potential open on the user leader's ability. Force Crash in the pool, just on play rest an active character of 2 cost of less for your opponent, so this can get rid of small blockers if you're able to swing for game. This is around 1 cost lineup. And now for the 2-drops. Only place a Rosinante because you're going to play the Uster's Kit engine in this deck. So of course 4 Rosinante is necessary and it also protects your other green characters that are rested. Such a strong card. From 3-drops I have 2 Bartholomeos. Just having some extra block on the field, especially when you're able to rest something with one of your own abilities in your own turn, you get to draw a card, then discard a card. So this is also a 3-drop, so it can also be played through ability of the green kit. And then from 2k counters I have 4 Tashikis and I played 3 Isos. So a total of 11 2k counters in my deck. The Tashiki, of course, amazing card. If one of your other green characters gets removed by the ability of your opponent, you can rest Tashiki instead to protect. And with the ISO, just to on-play, rest an active character with a cost 4 or less. So that is more of a late game situation, or else it's just a really good 2k counter. And then the place at 4-drops I play 4 Arushes. I find Arush really amazing again because I used to play Smoker, but there was a moment like there's a moment you have to play it, but you're not really getting benefit out of it, or he comes off you draw that card when it's not necessary anymore, so he's just a dead card in your hand. So with Arush, just a fantastic a 4-drop 5k blocker, and then in the end phase it gives you 1 rested don back to active. So as long as this card is on the field, you will always make your leader abilities active. And now for the 5-drops, I have Fort Cavendish, one of the best card of this whole deck. Just having this card on the 5-don turn, to still to make a 6k swing with your leader ability, and then having yourself still a don left for your leader's ability, that's so amazing. And the 4 carrots, also amazing card this format because we're now most likely playing a lot of 5k 6 5 and 6 drops characters. So when this card comes to play, you just chooses one of your rested character of your opponent that is a 7 drop or lower, and then you freeze it, so they will unable to stand in the next refresh phase. And as the longer this card keeps on the field, the stronger board presence you will make. I totally love these 2 combos, especially let's say you have these 3 specific, and you already have Cavendish on the field, and it is your 7-don turn. First, I play the carrot for 5 to freeze something. Then declare an attack with Cavendish for 6. Give yourself 2 rested don back to active. And then for 4th turn, exactly with the 4th don, so you play the Rouge, and then in the end phase you give yourself an active don. So imagine your field looking like this at the 7th don turn. That is really strong. So one of my favorite combos in this deck. And now for the 7 drops, and this is a card I really love since release of EB02, are 2 copies of the 7 drop jewelry Bonney. So for those who doesn't know what it does, it is a 7 drop 7k power with 1000 counter, and on play you can choose one of your opponent's rested character and freeze it, and then also in the end phase give yourself an active don from rest. So like in the 7 or 8 on turn, you have now something to play, but this card is more amazing in a late game situation the moment it actually matters to drop it, to stall your opponent more. This card, every game in the tournament I've seen this card. This card helped a lot by stalling the game, but unfortunately not good enough against my 3rd round against Shanks. But yeah, Shanks is just a bad... it feels for me like a bad matchup to face against Shanks with this deck, but but overall this card in the other rounds, this card worked amazing for me. And I think just 2 copies of this is just enough. Now the other 7 drops, of course, the Holy Jones. Best game finishing of the green deck. Rest 2 active characters and or active dons, but you have to mandatory take a life for your life pile, but if you can make game out of it or a good board presence, it's worth it to do it. Now for the 8 drops, just 3 Usos kit. I used to play 4, but because of the spaces I need for my deck, I was willing to cut 1 copy of K. I mean, I have many. I play it, of course, the 1-drop Bonney to search this card, or else I would always draw it to getting a life. So this card worked really well for me at 3, and of course if you play this card at the right moment with the right protection next to it, automatically most of the time you have game. Now the 9 drops, we have here 9 drop Shanks, also MVP of today, because it helped me to get rid of a lot of characters of the board presence, so I had a more dangerous state to the opponent, so I forced him to go with defensive, but still having one of the active dons open to decide the attack pattern, so I can make easier swings on the board on our life. But Shanks is really good. Get rid of the most annoying characters of the different types that are now played. But the biggest hit of this card today was against 10 drop and now facing Gagara the last round. So yeah, I really love Shanks at 3. I think 3 is fine. And then 2 10 drop Dolphy. 2 copy is fine. It is not a card you really need for this format, but it is a card that can help you start the game to make a better comeback. And then for the last 3-0 fans. I play a lot of non-counters, so having this card is amazing. So the ditch one of the death cards to make a 3k counter for the battle. And also one of the trigger helped me today, facing Suru, because he won attack left. I took the hit of the previous, but I was able to get it, and then rest one of his last possible attack to force him to make more awkward plays, so I was able to get make a comeback. So that was my deck profile of my Treasure Cup top 8 of 42 players with Julie Bonney. So if you guys enjoyed this deck profile video, of course leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comment section, subscribe for more videos in the future, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.